I promise you that what I'm going to teach you in this video is going to benefit every aspect of your life. And what I'm going to teach you is how to think. That's right. I'm going to teach you how to think because not very many people do it right. Most people, what they do is they think just whatever pops into their head. And in a way that is right, but there's a way to train your mind to think more efficiently and come up with ideas better. And not only come up with ideas, but come up with ideas on the fly. Like when you don't have much time to think. There are many things you can do to improve the ability of thinking, but I'm just going to start off by saying thinking is very much an ability and is very much a skill that you can train and practice. And the first obvious way is just thinking. Getting rid of all distractions, staring at a wall, and thinking. This is going to improve the speed of your cognition, the types of ideas that come to your mind. It's going to open you up to your subconscious mind, put you in a trance. And if you don't know what I mean when I say trance, think about any time you've just started daydreaming. Like you just stare off, you're not really aware of necessarily what's happening around you, but your mind is sort of unwinding and thinking about what it really needs to think about, like what's really on your mind. Because when you have loads of distractions around you, all you're thinking about are those distractions. You're not actually thinking about the things you really need to think about. When you stare at a wall, you give yourself no choice but to think about the things that you need to. And sometimes it's unpleasant. Sometimes you've been running away from these thoughts, but you need to face them. And if you face these thoughts, they won't be so frightening. They won't be so frightening. They'll be much more manageable. Now, another great way to train your ability to think is to take a book. Reading is great, not only because it makes you more lingual, but it's also very relaxing. And I would recommend to read nonfiction books, more specifically self-help books. This one is Use Your Subconscious Inner Mind Power to Create the Life You've Always Wanted. These types of books will make you think. And I don't want you to just read. What I would suggest that you do is read something, and when it makes you think, look away from the book and actually think about what you just read. This is called critical reading, and it will very, very efficiently train your ability to think. Nikola Tesla was a man who believed in channeling intelligence. When you strengthen this ability to think, it'll feel like knowledge is almost streaming to you. And a lot of very, very intelligent people know about this. Some people refer to it as universal intelligence, universal creation, whatever you want to refer to it as. It's essentially knowledge that just flows into your mind. This is where things like just like those big ideas, like those ideas that just make you say eureka, you know, like you hear about it all the time, like Albert Einstein. Like the theory of relativity. That was like just a flash of insight that he had at one moment, because he had this innate ability of thinking and streaming this universal intelligence. So once you attain this ability, there isn't much you can do to stop success. There really isn't, because you have the mental power. You have the mental power. Even if you don't have the mental fortitude, you have the mental power to give yourself the mental fortitude. Your mental power is going to give you everything you need. If your mind is powerful, your life is set. You don't need anything else, because everything else is already going to come to you. If you just train this ability, you won't regret it. And I know it seems pointless, it seems unproductive to just sit there and think, but you're going to do it anyway. How many of you have done this when you're trying to go to sleep? See, this is going to improve your sleep, because most people are not used to being undistracted. So the one time that they really are undistracted, when they're trying to go to sleep, your thoughts are just going to be rampant. They're going to be unrelentless. There's no way you're going to fall asleep in a timely manner if you haven't taken the time to actually think about the things that have been bothering you, that have been making you happy. Thinking about the ideas that you should implement in your life. Thinking about the things that things that you should be grateful for, like anything really, anything at all. Your brain already knows what you need to think about. And there's no way anybody can control you if you are an avid thinker. If you're an avid thinker, then you know what you want for yourself and you know how to achieve it. There's absolutely nothing anybody can do to shake you from your goals if you are an avid thinker. Take the time out of your day to do this shit. I'm telling you, it's going to make everything better. It's going to make your social life better. It's going to make your studies better. It's going to make fun better. It's going to make you enjoy life more. There's something so uplifting about being in this sort of trance that everybody says you shouldn't indulge in. How many times have you been told not to daydream? How many times have you been snapped out of it? It's time to zone out, dude. It's time. Your body needs to do this. Just sleep is not enough. You see, your dreams have a great way of telling you these things, but if you're not a dream interpreter, you're not going to understand any of it. You're not going to understand what it means. So you need to think. You need to think about the things in your life, because it will very much benefit you. I'm telling you. I see a lot of people just on autopilot, man. It's distraction after distraction. And like, it kind of makes me feel bad that people don't know this stuff. That you need to take time out of your day to just unwind and do absolutely nothing. Because what do we fill our times with? We fill it with TV, video games. This is a little better, but like, time with your friends. That's better. That's productive. But you still need to do this. You still need to practice your ability to think and stream intelligence, knowledge. Because every single person is incredibly intelligent, and they have the potential to do anything that they want. But distractions are what stop you from reaching this potential. I could go on and on about this, but I feel like you guys really got the gist of what I was trying to say. So I'm going to end the video here. Just think. Even think about what I said. Just think about anything, man. Anything your mind wants to. Don't direct it. Don't tell it what to do. Quit using this conscious mind so much and let your subconscious mind just unravel. That's all I got to say. Have an awesome one.